Thanks for coming out. Okay. Going to Western this 5 years. Jeffrey, I'm going to complain Jeff said it was after 2. That's Julian, thanks for coming out. Appreciate your time today. speechifying? Are you speechifying too, or are you?
Anyway, it's my picture.
Okay.
But he's in the house. And they said the state was making mistakes.
Somebody. Move over there, Dave. Here's the restaurant door. All right. Very good.
Well, it's always in the hard.
It gets better every time you go.
Thank you for showing up.
But I just
Hi, I'm Senator Julian Garrett.
Granger.
Granger? Yep. You from here in town?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm just here to take his picture.
Oh. You're from Iowa?
I'm just here to take a picture.
Okay.
and that's what I'm doing too, so I'm vested interest there. Well, there are. There's a lot of people that I know those voices. I said to this kid, well, I'm going to start making noise. I'm sorry. No, I don't know. They were
Somebody has left
it's a minor problem, but it's very, you can't always away
so he had to have.
Are you
I'm well. I'm well.
This is Kevin. I'm probably one of the.
How's your projects going?
well, we had
Everybody knows
get
dog
I'm sure you already have. But we're also going to order something else.
Oh yeah, good.
I got really stuff. We got to look over and how many people. This is most people.
No, that's see, that's exactly right.
It's not that much. I can't put it in today's dollars, it would be, but would you even willing to give what they gave in their dollars?
Well, and particularly since it's historically important, and yes, I was, Joan stopped out and gave me, or I made copies of both. Yeah, she's got two. One's like 5-6 pages, and then the other one is 20-30 pages. Yeah.
I have my notes in that too. I don't have anything else to do. I just go to the
Julian, they're working down from the top. The dome product has been done. Re-tin, re-wood, new steel, new.
We didn't pay for any of that.
No.
We got a grant. I don't pay for a roof.
And there's, yeah, the downspouts.
They're dripping inside and doing it. That's not going to show.
But it's got to be repaired. Yeah. It's a $15-20 million building. They need to continue maintenance on it. I mean, you gotta get that squared away. Sure. Well, when you go out to Adams County, for example, it's well away from here. They don't have their own courthouse anymore. It's a 2-story. It looks like an elementary school on the hill out there. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
that one went.
Well, and this one was built by the same guy, designed by the same guy that did the Iowa Capitol and the Illinois Capitol. So I tried to help him fix that, but he was looking for more like everybody else. Yeah. It is, and you know, we're always amazed by, we're not amazed, but sometimes you forget about how neat of a place we really have.
My relatives remind me when they come to me, to make it a foundation, they give me and said, this is the nicest way to put that really they going from town and he says, I'm staying there. This is really a nice house. And we didn't even know him. We were talking to him in Montrose. He's from Oregon.
Julian Garrett and his lovely wife Nancy.
Randy likes to
We're all here together
because they've got Diet Coke, caffeine free.
the replacement, upcoming replacement for Congressman Layton. He's going to be introduced in a minute. Before we get to that, I want to say a few words about the governor who's come here to visit with us today. And I'm sure you know of Governor Young.Brandstad. He's been the Iowa governor several times. We'll soon will be again, which I believe is going to set a national record, and as well it should. And I want to say a couple of quick stories about the governor, and then I'm going to introduce the mayor, who's going to make the official introduction. Barron's Financial Magazine rates Governor Brandstad as the second best governor in the country. Certainly they're an expert on financial matters, as we well know. In addition to that, in the legislature this year, we had the Medicaid reimbursement from the federal government, and in their infinite wisdom, they reduced Iowa's Medicaid reimbursement by 2.2%, and that was the biggest reimbursement reduction in the country. The next highest was 1.7%. And the federal reason for doing that, as they stated, was that those states being reduced, their economies were doing so well that we could reduce their Medicaid reimbursement. We had to make up $86 million in the budget because of it. But the point being is the federal government rates Governor Young.Brandstad as the best governor in the country. So certainly, now, the federal government's not going to come out and say that, we know that, but in actions do speak louder than words. And in this case, I think their actions say it all. Now, I heard the governor speak about his financial plan, economic plan, in the summer of 2010 at Iowa State, or named. And he was talking about his biennial budget, 2-year budget, and a 5-year projection. Now, having been a budget officer in the Marine Corps many years ago, we were using 3-year projections, but the whole idea is the same. You match up the revenues with your expenses, and as you're moving forward, your plans become more crystallized once you get to the end of the 5 years. So it becomes better all the way along. And with that, the governor took a 40 years prior to his coming in, to January 2011. 4 years prior, it was a shortfall of about $1.5 billion under former Governor Cole. And you remember what he did, 10% across the board, worst budgeting possible. The governor took that $1.5 billion deficit and turned it into a $1.4 billion positive. And he did it from the word go. And what he was talking about in terms of getting spending under control, and he has the intestinal fortitude to do just that. And that's what we've been doing in the legislature, willing to testify. So I don't want to belabor all the other outstanding qualities of the governor, but let me just tell you, having a finance background myself, the governor knows what to do and how to do it, and he sticks to his word. And that is very important. Very important. So he will definitely go down probably the best person in the state of this district. With that, I want to introduce Jim Olson, the mayor of Winterset, who's going to make the official introduction. Jim,
along this, I want to introduce Phil Clifton. Phil is a candidate for Madison County Supervisors, and if you're a Madison County resident, certainly work and support him. Work with Phil. Of course, we have Julian Garrett, candidate for our senator, and you all know Stan. I don't think I missed any. I'm not sure. Okay, there's not much more I can say about the governor than Stan did. Only he's been the governor 5 times, and he's going to be the governor the 6th time. And because of him, our state is in good shape, and we're very proud to have him as our governor. So at this time, I would introduce to you Governor Terry.
Jim Olson, thank you very much. It's great to be back in Winterset. See that picture of John Wayne, and I was here with Ronald Reagan when he gave his last speech as a candidate for president in the state of Iowa in 1984. And so a lot of wonderful memories associated with Winterset. Many a covered bridge festival, bridges of Madison County, and go on and on. But also, I'm really proud to be here with Bill, and good luck in your campaign for Board of Supervisors. And of course, Julian Garrett and I go back. I've known Julian longer than I've known my wife. I've been married for 42 years. But Julian was in law school at Iowa when I was in undergrad school, and he actually took me to my first Republican meeting at the College of Republicans at the University of Iowa. And the speaker was a young congressman named Chuck Vest. So it goes back to the 60s. So at any rate, and also Stan has been great to work with. As you all know, he's a Marine Corps veteran. He was standing right by me when I signed the Home Base Iowa bill and was instrumental in helping us get that done. Well, both Stan and Julian have just been great allies and helped us get the state's financial house in order and focused on reducing property taxes, reforming education with our teacher leadership plan. Our goal would be to help the state and the nation. So we've come a long way in the last 3.5 years. I think poll after poll shows that the country is going in the wrong direction, but Iowa is going in the right direction. And that didn't happen by accident. It took a lot of work. We had to make a lot of tough decisions, but we stayed with it. We brought the unemployment rate down by almost 30%. We're the 7th lowest in the nation in terms of unemployment. And as was mentioned, we're one of the best managed states in the country. We've restored all the money that was taken by the previous administration to the cash reserve and economic emergency account. We are now fulfilling our commitments to property tax relief to local governments. And in fact, as we reduce property taxes, we'll replace that at the local level, so it won't be on the backs of property tax. It won't be on the backs of local governments at the county or city level. This year, of course, I was really proud to sign my top priority bill, the Home Base Iowa bill, at Camp Dodge on Memorial Day, in Gold Star Museum, and in my uniform. So you still fit. Well, I had to lose 12.5 pounds, but I got into it, and I'm still working. I'm basically still there. I'm going to work at it all the time. But my wife has lost more weight than I have, so I got to give her credit. We have a great ticket this year. We have great, strong candidates for all the state offices. You know that our Senate candidate, Joni Ernst, is on active duty right now in the National Guard. She is commander of our battalion, so she is a lieutenant colonel in the Iowa National Guard on duty.